Hi friends, welcome to our read aloud for today. We are going to be starting this new book called Junie B. Jones, First Grader, At Last by Barbara Park. Now, we have been reading Junie B. Jones books, and when we were reading books, she was in kindergarten just like you guys. But we are getting close to the end of our kindergarten year. Now, we're not there yet. We've still got a few more weeks, but we're getting real close. So I wanted to read to you this book about Junie B. Jones going to first grade so that you can start thinking about first grade and you can start getting excited about it just like she's excited about it in the beginning. Let's read chapter 1 and find out what happens to Junie B. Jones. Chapter 1, First Grade Surprises. Thursday. Dear First Grade Journal, yesterday was the first day of school. It is new here. Today, my teacher handed out these journals. He is making us write in these silly things, only I don't even know what to write. My teacher has muscles and a mustache. His name is Mr. Scary. He made that name up, I believe, and I'm not even scared of him, hardly. From Junie B., first grader. I put down my pencil and I looked at what I wrote. I did a sigh. I would like to go home now, I said to just myself. Shh, said a girl named May. I'm still trying to do my work. May sits next to me in the back of the room. I do not actually care for that girl. Just then, my teacher stood up at his desk. His mustache smiled real friendly. Okay, boys and girls, you can stop writing now, he said. As I told you earlier, we will be working in our journals quite often this year. In fact, it won't be long until your journal starts feeling like an old friend. I rolled my eyes at the ceiling. What kind of an old friend looks like a notebook? I said. Shh, said May again. You shouldn't be talking while the teacher is talking, Junie Jones. I looked at her real annoyed. B, I said. My name is Junie B. I think I have mentioned that to you before, May. I leaned really close to her face. B, 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 I said. After that, I slumped in my seat and I put my head on my desk and I peeked at the other children who sit near me. Their names are Herb and Lenny and Jose. I do not know them from a hole in the ground. I did another sigh. First grade is not what it cracked up to be. My room is named Room 1. I was nervous when I came here yesterday. That is how come Daddy had to carry me all the way to the room because my legs felt like squishy jello. He put me down outside the door. Well, here we are, Junie B., he said. First grade, at last. My stomach had flutterflies in it. And also my arms had prickly goosebumps and my forehead had drops of sweaty. I am a wreck, I said. Daddy smiled very nice. There's nothing to worry about, Junie B., I promise, he said. You're going to love first grade. Just think, there's a whole room full of brand new friends just waiting to meet you. He ruffled my hair. Are you ready to go now? He asked. Are you ready to start on your first grade adventure? I looked at him a real long time, and then I quick spun around and I zoomed down the hall as fast as I could. Daddy zoomed after me. He caught up with me speedy quick, and he carried me back to my class. Only this time, he carried me straight into the room. As soon as he put me down, I hid behind his legs, 'cause that place was a zoo, I tell you. There were people everywhere. There were boys and girls and mothers and daddies and grandma and grandpas, and plus also there were drooly babies in strollers. Then, all of a sudden, my whole mouth came open because, good news, I finally saw someone I knew. I jumped up and down and all around. Daddy, Daddy, it's Lucille, I hollered. Remember Lucille? Lucille was my bestest friend from kindergarten last year. Lucille was standing at a desk next to a window. I ran to her in a jiffy and I hugged that girl and I couldn't even stop. Lucille, Lucille, it's me! It's your best friend from kindergarten, Junie B. Jones! I tried to pick her up. I'm so glad to see you, friend, I I shouted real joyful. Lucille pulled my arms off of her. Stop it, Junie B, stop it, she said. You're wrinkling my new back-to-school dress. This thing cost a fortune. I stopped hugging her. Lucille smoothed and fluffed herself. I smoothed and fluffed her too. There, I said, good as new. After that, I grabbed Lucille's hand and I started to pull. Come on, Lucille, let's go find 2 desks together, I said. I think we should sit near the door. Want to, huh? If we sit near the door, we can stare at people who walk down the hall. Lucille yanked her hand away. No, Junie B, no. I'm going to sit at this desk right here, she said. I already picked it out with my 2 new friends, Camille and Chenille. She pointed at the door. See them over there? She said. I met them before you came. They're saying goodbye to their mother. Aren't they precious? I looked at Camille and Chenille, and guess what? My eyes popped right out of my head because wowie, wow, those girls were twins. That's why. I sprang way high in the air. Twins! Twins! They're twins, Lucille! This is our lucky day! I pulled on her again. Come on, Lucille, let's go touch them. Hurry, before a line forms. Lucille did not budge a muscle. Stop it, Junie B, quit pulling on me, she said. Camille and Chenille don't want to be touched. And besides, I am their new best friend, not you. I looked surprised at that girl. Yeah, but I can be their bestest friend along with you, right, Lucille? I asked. All I have to do is meet them, right? And then all of us can be bestest friends together. Lucille shook her head. No, Junie B, I'm sorry, but you and I have already been best friends, remember? She said. We were best friends for a whole long year, so now Camille and Chenille get a turn. She did a shrug. It's only fair of me, she said, and besides, their names rhyme with my name, and yours doesn't. She wrinkled her nose very cute. Camille and Chenille and Lucille. See? Isn't that darling? After that, Lucille gave me a pat. Don't be sad, okay? She said. You and I can still be friends, Junie B, just not on a regular basis. After that, she waved her fingers and said, ta-ta, and skipped to Camille and Chenille. Oh, friends, how sad for Junie B. Her only friend that she was going to have in room 1 found some other friends, and now Junie B feels like she is all alone. That is so disappointing, but I hope that it's going to get better. Let's hope that tomorrow Junie B finds a friend that she can be with in her room. I will see you tomorrow, friends, when we read chapter 2. Bye-bye.